my background dragging. I want to play just All I Am in the background, but they got it dragging. That means there's some interference going on somewhere. It's all right. Maybe I'll just let it drag. Microphone check, mates. Microphone check, mates. Mate. I can't fake an Australian accent. Greater light, Yolanda. Greater. There's some interference all over the place. Do y'all feel that interference? You know, that's about the only thing I really truly is. Listen, my father was king of football. He was the football pool head honcho. Huh? He had ties to east to west, to north to south. And he had us pick teams for him to help people place their bets. And I watched football with him. Went to some football games at school, played a little bit of football in elementary, and I still don't know nothing about no football, y'all. But I know when you say interception, somebody did something good, huh? There's some interception going on. Why is there a dragon? I can't tell you nothing about football. I grew up around football like that. Right there at the park. I mean, we was going to football games, Orange Bowl classics. My great-grandmother at the time lived behind the Orange Bowl. We was sports fanatic, veteran children. And I still can't tell you nothing about football. I started playing golf when I was 7. Like, my dad started taking me to the drive and everything. Going out there with all the head honchos on Deering Estates and stuff. Going to the horse track. Was it Catalyze? What's the name of it? And I don't know nothing about horses. I can't tell you how the highlight game worked. We might have been one of the poster children for highlight. For real, because at one point we was at highlight so much, we had to make sure I had lunch and food out there. It was fun. I think I told a story before where, let me turn Daya down a little bit. I told a story where some nights we had to be outside. We had to stand outside because that's the nights the children might not have been allowed or something. I don't know. There were some nights where he was going to just make a quick pick. See, when the world was safe, I mean, something about the safeness back then. Y'all remember? And the sense of the children, like we could be home all day, taking care of one another and stuff. If something in the refrigerator was meant not to be eaten, you know not to eat it. You know not to touch no electric sockets. You had other kids in the neighborhoods, their parents would say, y'all just go outside and be free. The fruit's out there on the trees. You got the water hose out there. Just play. It's when the world was safe. I don't know. With everything Biden them doing, it don't seem like safety is their main factor in nomics. In the omics. Oh, goodness. I forgot what my point was. I forgot what my point was because I'm looking at Bidenomics, y'all. And I'm trying not to be distracted with all this worldly stuff. But it is not right for me to see it and not let people know, like, just in case now, just in case it is real, make sure y'all prepared. They saying they getting ready to build the FEMA camps on the four corners of the United States. They putting up new four pillars. Guess who helping them do it? The veterans. The veterans helping them. They gotta have how many? Look, somebody like Bro Sanchez or Big Philly OG could tell me how much any of the veterans, TSL them, can tell me how much they pay in y'all to have how many beings up under y'all under this research and development. Huh? How many? How much funding do you get to get enough gathered up to be putting these veterans facilities that they line calling them veteran facilities when they is the money to go forth with the FEMA camps? They got to have a place to put all these people they doing PTSD experiments on and stuff. They not going by your birth certificate. They going by your IP address. So you don't have to say, well, I'm not worried because no, your IP address is part of the military research and development. And since they letting you know it's experimental in research and development, there'll no longer be waivers and reparations and all that. That's what he over there sealing the deal with King Charles about right now. I said I wasn't going to talk about all this mess. I wanted to think about happy things. But if things were so happy, an American healer wouldn't have to be getting herbs and sending it to somebody with cancer when they know that there's a cure for cancer. You see what I'm saying? People wouldn't have to be getting no medications and worry about investing in medications or having Medicaid and insurance if they wasn't doing the research and development with all the toxic chemicals and all that kind of stuff. Right. Stuff in the water the children drinking, got them like they grown. Huh? People struggling on jobs where when 100,000 was being middle class, that's just like being poor. Oh, they talking about this stuff in Congress. I said I wasn't going to talk about this. But it's biblical, it's scriptural, it's written. It was already here before I got here. Look, on a joint fact sheet, President Biden and His Majesty, they call him His Majesty over here too. The god dogged man. What does Majesty mean? They call him, I didn't even do a mic check. Did I? I did. What does Majesty mean? Look, what does, yeah, here we go. His Majesty King Charles III meet with leading philanthropists and financiers to catalyze. That word has been floating around for a couple of months now. As a matter of fact, somebody said it today. I was listening to somebody today and they was talking about catalyzing. Are we talking cattle eyes? CATT, the cow jumped over the moon type catalyze? Or we talking catalyzation? Oh, wait. Oh, man. That's not what I wanted to read. I wanted to read the FEMA camps that he signed, and it's on his desk. It happened today. He said, and guess who? Guess who sponsoring it? Who introduced it? Tester John. That sound like somebody saying Prester John. Preston, whatever the name that I was spelling wrong and really don't know nothing about. But I hear you teaching about it. But the sponsor for the FEMA camps is Tester John. And it was introduced January 24th, 2023. It said, we need the money for the FEMA camps, and we're going to call it S30 Blueprints. It's the S30 Blueprints. S30, what's the S? Ooh, when is it going to become law? It was passed. When is it going to become law? Let me tell you what it says. Let me tell you where they're putting the 4 FEMA camps. Then, what it say under that? Oh, goodness. Look, they say 118th United States. They got it on pretty paper. This act might be cited as fiscal year 2023 Veterans Affairs Major Medical Facility Authorization. Major medical facility. It's okay. First, we're going to start with the construction of community-based outpatient clinic in National Cemetery in Alameda, California. What? In the amount not to exceed 395,000. No, that's 395 million. My bad. Listen, my question about this right here. Remember the last mental health community-based facility was an old school one that they burnt up in Washington? Remember when that happened? And it was next to a cemetery or something too? A lot of these places be next to cemeteries. Like it was one old one in Boston, not too far from the one of the jails, the transitional centers or something, and it had a cemetery next to it. Construction of community living center and renovation of domiciliary and outpatient facilities in Canandaigua, New York. Wait, Canada. So every time we think of Canada, we think we got to go across the border. Canada, Igua. It looked like it should say Agua. Or wait, Canada, Agua. Canada. How do I pronounce that? Canaan. Canaan. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I didn't know this place existed. It's Canaan. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Or that. I'm gonna put it like this. Canaan. There. Or Canaan. Agua. Daiga. My bad. I'm stuck on this word here. I'm in the chat with you. I'm stuck on this word. So this is in New York, and they building a facility there, and then they doing a facility in El Paso, Texas. They're doing a seismic upgrade and special care improvement on Fort Harrison, Montana. They're doing a realignment and closure of Livermore campus in Livermore, California. A realignment and closure. They're doing a seismic upgrade. A seismic, when I say seismic, I'm talking about like earthquakes now. So they covering it up with some other thing, but don't say they didn't tell you. Those in that area over there, Fort Harrison, Montana, they saying they about to do some duties over there. And whatever realignment they got to do over there in Livermore, and then they doing a new facility in Louisville, Kentucky. The new Louisville, Kentucky would be involved. And then more earthquake type stuff over in Portland, Oregon. They say, and this one is going to be roadway improvements, construction of special care facilities, demolition and expansion of parking facilities, and seismic retrofit and renovation. Okay? Please go to your, keep an eye on the USS, what do you call the earthquake.gov what you call it, for your area, because they saying it right here. Biden just did this. They passed it today. They said we can go ahead and move forward with all the other demolition and reconstruction we got to do. Huh? And we getting permission because it's all, they can't say nothing. They can't talk about how Biden talked and what he said, because they said everything is experimental. And Biden said, and I'm going to catalyze it and call it nomics. Omics, Bidenomics, meaning it's research and development. Y'all knew it. I told you, I made a covenant with you. You can't even sit me down if you wanted to. That's what he can end up saying, because it's research and development. James Cameron trying to help him with that. This act that I'm reading that was passed today, what is today? 7:10. Let me read Revelation 7:10 while I'm at it. Let me go to Revelation 7:10. Let me go to Revelation 7:10. I'm happy. I'm celebrating. I'm free. Revelation 7:10. Revelations 7:10. Y'all don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe it. You don't even have to know it. Oh, I'm in YouTube looking for that. That's not what I want to do right now. Revelations, research and development. Revelations 7:10. And they cried out in a loud voice, salvation belongs to our God who sits on the throne. I'm reading this and I'm closing out. I'll come back later. I want to come back when everything will calm down in my mind. In my mind. Salvation belongs to our God who sits on the throne and to the Lamb. Now we hold the Lamb. I feel like Christian music tonight too. I do. The precious Lamb. What do you believe in, huh? Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. I came on here not really prepared for anything. I was just going to go over the briefing. But when I seen this right here, where they finna put the four corners of stuff that they need to go ahead releasing right here. Livermore, Fort Harrison, Montana, El Paso, and Alameda. Alameda, you really, I don't know what you have to worry about. I don't know what their plans and intents are. Canaan, New York, Canaan, Diagua, whatever. I don't know what their plans are. It says domicile. I don't know if that means they're going to try to spread something in the air to put you to sleep or what. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm not sure. I haven't dug any deeper. I haven't had the chance, really. I've had my hand in so many things today that come in, you know, going back and forth, kind of trying to consider my plans for the rest of the week, maybe the rest of the next day. I don't know, maybe the next second, because the next second ain't promised to me. Uh, but the people who do need to worry is the ones where they say seismic renovations and roadways and demolition and all that. Portland, Oregon. So if they have something in the news talking about, oh, the parking lot crumbled on such and such and such, they lying. They did it. It's right here. Okay. If in Louisville, Kentucky, something major disastrous happens near this, where supposedly you got to find out where the blueprint to the construction site is. Something major happened over there. They don't believe the hype in the news. They did it right here. Huh? Seismic, meaning Fort Harrison, Montana is about to have some type of earthquake. Huh? Don't, they did it. That ain't natural nature by man. I mean, natural nature. Man made it. They did it. El Paso, Texas. I don't know what they talking about right here. Then I saw something else for so many billions. I'll come back later. I'll come back later. Let me get the house settled down. Uh, get everybody ready for bed. Greater light. I promise I'm coming back. Well, maybe. The next minute ain't promised to me. Uh, love somebody, hug somebody, tell somebody thank you. Go tell people you love thank you. And you know that they don't love you. Huh? If you know that they don't love you, you don't have to worry and call them, and then God got them for you. God will send them love. Don't stress yourself about the people who don't care and ain't there. Huh? God will love on them for you. Huh? All right. Okay. But the ones who are around you and they're paying you some attention and caring and sharing, huh? And say your name, whatever name you told them your name is, at least once a day, you tell them thank you, huh? Even the ones who pretending like they didn't want to watch you and come over and be around you and you was trying to get their attention, you tell them thank you because they steps was ordered for you to be here these days and times to see how revelation play out and actually see where life is gonna be better. It's gonna be like it's gonna get. That's my hope for the world. I don't see. I got other places to go. I know how I came here. I came here. Three beings brought me into this little body right here. Well, it's a big body now. And then I went through some bull crap and stuff. But all the signs say it's about time for me to get going. Huh? Whether I go back to sleep, whether I'm under some research and developer, huh? With all y'all attached to me, we all in the same room, laying on the bed like fire starter or something. Huh? Don't let me get started with fires. I'll come back later and talk about that. Huh? Greater light. Oh, it's only me and Yolanda in the chat. I said, oh, look at all these comments. I forgot I went in there talking about Canid AI Gua. Canaan is in New York. I didn't know that. I got to find my way to New York.